by Wade. Drops in the breakaway layup. Wade's got his first points of the game.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Jackson against Wade. Jackson kicks to Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Freak passes to Bosch. Winslow wide open, and he fires. Misses, and he wants that one back. Jackson dishes to Jennings. Jackson with it, and Bosch picks him up defensively. Jennings drives in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this one.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Pistons. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Freak. 38 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Jackson, not enough on that one as it misses. Miami trailing. And here's Freak, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And the shot is good. Freak's got 8 points. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games.
Really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point. Game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments that they've made in their transition game.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Winslow.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Knocked away and stolen by Freak. And oh, here we go with Lin. Nobody back. Finished off the break.
Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costed them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Now, here is Morris. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Johnson outside. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. To the Heat as Miami retains possession. Both teams making substitutions here. The Heat leading by 3 on the floor for Miami. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Freak is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He ended up with 38 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again. The D was all over him. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
And he gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Bargnani, a screen on Wade. Here's Jackson. 9 points last game out. Just 4 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Freak kicks to Whiteside. Passes it to Freak. Launches a 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Brandon Jennings. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 17 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much. But his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Now here's Freak after the miss from Reggie Jackson. Freak passes to Bosh. Wade kicks to Freak. Bosh in the post. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Makes it off the glass.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Morris is checked in for Drummond. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Freak. He's got 21. Johnson outside. Bosch kicks to Freak. Stolen by Jackson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.